Hi, my name is Nathan. I am a web developer. I give Visual Studio Code a 5 out of 5 rating. If you'd like to see more reviews like this, please click the link below. Now, when deciding on your coding environment, it really comes down to two different platforms. It's either Sublime Text or Visual Studio Code. I chose Visual Studio Code just because that's where my learning path took me. It's hard to go wrong with either one, so it depends on what you're looking for specifically or what your school or learning path is taking you on. But I eventually ended up using Visual Studio Code because it's so widely accepted in the community. Visual Studio Code has everything you need in a coding environment. It has all the different themes you could possibly want. You can make your own. It has a ton of plugins to help you get up and running quickly and possibly everything that you could possibly imagine for any language, any possible project that you have. So it's very dynamic, it's very flexible with what you need, and the organization and just layout of the app in the environment is phenomenal. So I really highly recommend it. Getting started with Visual Studio Code is as easy as it gets. You download it to your computer and you're off and running. The only learning curve is getting set up with the right plugins, and depending on your project, the complexity will obviously increase. But it's free and you can download it to your computer today. It has always been free. It probably will always be free. So getting started was really easy. The only hard part is making sure that your setup is unique to you and your project. So my advice when starting with Visual Studio Code or in choosing it is really just take a look at your learning path and the projects that you're doing. If your school uses Sublime over Visual Studio Code, go ahead and use Sublime. That's okay. There are some key differences between the two. But really my advice is to get it and get in there, because the fact that it's free and there's a bunch of tutorials online, there's huge communities behind it with great developed apps to help you along the way. You can get up and running really quickly, so my advice is really just get started.